Greetings, project team. I'm here with a short screencast to justify the design choices I made for the infographic. The first design principles I'm going to discuss are proximity and alignment. Proximity is the grouping of like design elements together so that viewers perceive them as related. I used the principle of proximity to group the 4 bar graphs together because each of them were similar in that they compared males and females against one another. Visual hierarchy is the arrangement of elements in a way which implies hierarchical importance. I used hierarchy in order to make my line graph larger than all of the other charts and graphs below it. I felt this element was the most important one because it most clearly illustrated the gender gap between females and males. Alignment means arranging the design elements so that they are spaced relative to a line or margin. For the subdominant elements, I used a center alignment, and I arranged the individual design elements to the left and right-hand side of this line. This allowed me to break these elements up visually. Horizontal alignment was used in the text for the thesis, and various vertical and left justified alignments were used in all the individual pieces. This allowed me to give things space and break up the space between the charts and the text. The next design principle I'm going to discuss is closure. Closure is what happens when we look at a shape as incomplete and fill in the negative space to perceive it as whole. Closure was used in the icons for men and women where there is negative space between the head and body. Following this, similarity is when we see objects that are alike, and anomaly is when we alter one or more of these objects to draw attention to their difference. I applied this principle in changing the blue hue used in the male and female icons of the typograph. The next design principle I'm going to discuss is color theory. I used a monochromatic color scheme in order to achieve visual harmony, which allows the viewer to perceive the infographic as ordered. I adjusted the saturation of a basic blue color to get different shades. The background of each individual element was then alternated from light to dark blue, giving contrast. The text was alternated in the same fashion. Canva would not allow me to completely adjust the colors in the pie chart, so technically this blue is not monochromatic. Lastly, I want to talk about fonts. 2 main fonts were used in the infographic, XO2 Black and Faustina Semi-Bold. XO2 Black was used in titles, and Faustina Semi-Bold was used in the thesis and all subtitles. I was able to alternate the size of the fonts in order to help with visual hierarchy. Technically, I was not able to alternate the font in the graphs in Canva, so there is a third font. In closing, if you have any questions about my justifications, please shoot me an email and we can set up a time to chat. Thanks for watching.